Hey, what's up guys? Tactical Pickle here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Corsair Gaming M65 Pro RGB gaming mouse. Now, I picked this mouse up recently on Amazon for about 52 bucks with free shipping, and I chose this one over the others for a couple different reasons. One, it matches my gaming headset by Corsair. I got the Corsair Void wireless headset. It has really high adjustability on its DPS settings. From what I was reading, it ranges from 100 to 12,000 DPI. And as far as I understand with DPI, it stands for dots per inch. So depending on what your settings are, say you're at 12,000 on your DPI. So 1 inch of mouse movement, excuse me, 1 inch of mouse movement translates to 12,000 dots on your screen. So I don't really see very many people using 12K for their DPI settings, because that's pretty insane. But I like the adjustability of, the range that they offer. As you can see right here, they do say that it has surface calibration. So I guess there's software or something in there that you can adjust your laser settings based on the type of material that your mouse pad's made out of, which is, I thought, pretty cool. And then you got dynamic multicolor, so it works with their Corsair Q engine. So you can adjust the you can adjust the RGBs in different levels. As you can see right here, you got zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3 of the different RGB colors that you can actually change. Another really cool feature that I was really excited about is this button right here, located about where your thumb would be. They call it a dedicated sniper button, but it's like an on-the-fly quick DPI change. So you can sit there and, if you're aiming in on somebody with your gun and you want to be really precise, you can actually click that in, and it should drop your DPI way down so that you get very small mouse movements, very small cursor movements when you're moving your mouse to line up better shots. And I believe that is customizable as well. And another really cool feature that I liked about this is that it has the Omron switches in it, which are rated at like 20 million clicks, which is insane. I'm pretty sure the switches would outlast the mouse itself, but who knows? I've heard some people playing on WoW and they just click like crazy. Another cool thing is it's actually a full body aluminum unibody of the mouse, which is cool because that's good quality material. It's going to last. It's not plastic. So let's go ahead and open this guy up and take a look at it. So I like Corsair's products because they offer a good range of quality versus price. So I've been using their Corsair gaming headset for quite some time, and it's reasonably priced, really good quality, and I haven't had any issues with it. Their cords are usually braided, as with this one here. Let's get it out of there. Their software is really easy to use, and they just make good quality peripherals, essentially. All right, now that this is out of there, it's actually, wow, it's a nice feeling mouse. So this whole part here feels like it's aluminum. You can see, I don't know how well you can see, but this whole plate here, the whole structure of the mouse itself is actually aluminum, which is nice. These things here are actually, they contain weights, so that you can remove these and actually remove the weights to change the center of gravity on the remote or on the mouse, depending on your play style and whatnot. As well as they have these PTFE pads right here, really large ones compared to other ones, for a nice smooth slide surface. There's that sniper button I was telling you about. So it actually has 8 programmable buttons on it. So that you can adjust it, in case you're playing a game and you want some quick macro buttons, adjust it in there. Here's the DPI, DPI on the fly changing that you can go up and down. It says it has a high mass scroll wheel, so feels really nice. It's got a nice click. Doesn't feel like it's going to overshoot. You know, if you're sitting there scrolling and it doesn't feel like it's going to scroll past anything. It's got a nice textured feel on the side here. Pretty good feel in the hand. It's very comfortable. My thumb and fingers seem to fit very well on this mouse. It's got a nice ergonomic feel to it. It's really nice. I like the white. I think it's going to go really well with my headset there. So let's go ahead and plug this in and take a look at the RGB settings on it. So here we go. We have the first default setting for the RGB lighting, and the first one is actually the rainbow setting. So what this is going to do is it's going to cycle through all the colors in a slow style of rainbow pattern. It's defaulted at a medium speed, but you can increase the speed to fast and it'll start cycling through the colors a lot quicker. You can also default, or you can actually select what zones are active with a specific lighting effect, which is kind of cool. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is actually color pulse. So this one's going to pulse the colors. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. We'll go one into the next one. I do believe you can adjust the speed on this this one as well. You can do random colors. You can select to make sure, if you want two specific colors to alternate back and forth, which is kind of cool. The next one that we have is color shift. So this one is going to do random colors as well. Oh, I have to select the zones. There we go. So now that we have the zones located, it's just going to switch, shift into different colors slowly, which is kind of cool. Over time, you can adjust the speed, you can do random colors, or you can alternate like the other one. And then lastly, we have just the static color, which they give you a wheel. They give you basic colors that you can cycle through, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, or light blue, dark blue, purple / pinkish, and then, just standard white. And then they also offer a color wheel, which you can literally choose whatever color you want. Or if you have a specific color that you want, the RGB value, they actually offer a place where you can put that in as well. You can adjust the opacity of it just to, if you don't want it super bright or you want it like very low, you can adjust that as well, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Corsair gaming app, where you actually can adjust all the settings for the mouse. So as you can see right here, we have the display for the M65 RGB Pro mouse, as well as my Void wireless headset that I use as well. Let's go ahead and click on the mouse. So right here, you actually get a real-time view of the RGB LEDs that are going on the mouse. So you can click to the different zones and show, it'll show you real-time what the LEDs are set up doing right now. So over here on the left-hand side, you have actions. So right here, you can actually map each one of the different buttons. And if you hover over the mouse, they'll show you, you can actually click on the specific button and it'll show you what it is on there. Over here on the left-hand side, that you can actually click on it and you can set up different profiles in case you have different games that you want different button configurations as well, which is really cool. Then you got all your different lighting effects. You can do same thing, set up custom profiles to have it do different lighting effects, which is really cool. You can have it do it for specific zones, logo front zone, or logo zone, front zone, which is really cool. They have quite a few different options. They have color shift, rainbow, color pulse, static colors, so you can choose. You know, they say 16.1 million color combinations, but you know, I mean, one shade up, one shade down of all these different colors isn't really noticeable, so that's just ridiculous. But it's pretty cool. You can actually alternate between the colors and do all sorts of different patterns. That's really cool. Um, really adjustable, which is nice. Now the DPI setting is really cool. So the colors right here, you can actually adjust this light right here, located on the center of the buttons here where you can actually scroll your DPI. You can set each specific color depending on what DPI you actually want. And you can actually enter in specific DPIs for each one of the settings, which is really nice. So if you have, you know, you want to do like micro adjustments, which this will give you the option to. You actually can set it to whatever one you want. You can have specific colors set up dedicated to each one. And, you know, just like all the other ones, you can actually create profiles as well. So you can have multiple profiles if, you know, you have different games where, you know, you want different DPI settings, which is really nice. Performance, you got angle snapping, which I'm not really sure. Lift height, I need to adjust. I need to set that to low. So basically what that's doing is it adjusts the lift height of your mouse. So if you lift your mouse up to, you know, move it to recenter, if you have a lift height low, I'm assuming it stops the pointer, or the laser itself stops registering after lift height. Because what was happening is I had it on high and I was lifting my mouse and it was causing my cursor to, you know, fly across the screen. And then you got enhanced pointer precision, pointer speed, which I don't really mess with. And then another really cool feature is this surface calibration. So what you do here is you got this little yellow circle in the center here, and what you want to do is you want to grab the circle and you want to spin it in a circle, keeping it in the green on the speed there till the process is done with. And so the speed circle right here, you want to keep it in the green. So yeah, you just do circles, keeping the speed up, and it'll calibrate it based on the type of material. I'm not really sure what it's actually calibrating, whether it's the sensor or movement speed or whatever, based on, you know, the drag of the mouse pad and whatnot. But it's a really cool feature that you can actually calibrate it with that. As for the mouse itself, it's very comfortable. I've been using it for a little over a week and a half now. It's very great build quality, feels great in the hand. The weight of it is really nice. Going from a really crappy mouse to this mouse is actually like night and day. You know, it's very precise when you move the mouse across the screen. Because of the weight, it doesn't feel like it overshoots like I was doing with my other mouse. And you know, it has 3 different areas where you can adjust the weight itself by unscrewing it and removing weight to calibrate it best to your feel, which is really nice. So all in all, this is a really great mouse for the price. Like I said, I paid about $50 for it. It was on sale. I got the white one. Great mouse. I'm really impressed with Corsair's quality of their products as well as their price. So they have a really great price to performance. You know, a lot of what I use actually is Corsair, and I probably will continue buying their products because, like I said, they have a great price to performance. It's a great mouse. And if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. If you have feedback, please leave me a comment down below. If you have this mouse, or you know, you're looking at different ones, let me know down in the comments below. So as always, guys, thanks for watching and see you next video.